Deluxe Cooking Blender. Yes, this blender cooks to 220 degrees, so we can use raw vegetables in here, and it'll cook it up for us in no time. All right, so the recipe is here in the cookbook. If you want it, please join my VIP group or message me, and I will send it to you. All right, so we're doing butternut squash soup, and I already did a demonstration on my VIP group on how to cut the butternut squash. Yep, it took about 10 minutes to cut that butternut squash up and clean it all up. The next we're going to be doing, so I got about 4 cups. It calls for 3 cups. I'm doing about 4 cups of butternut squash there, and I have a little bit piece left over. Make sure when you cut the butternut squash that you're safe and use a very sharp knife. I'm using the serrated peeler to peel my carrot. We're just going to peel it all down. I'm starting a new veggie scrap bag for my freezer because we just used up the other veggie scraps this morning. And once this is on, we'll flip the camera over and I will show you what the veggie scrap veggies look like. All right, so we got this cut. I got 2 of them cut. We're going to cut off. We're going to use our nice chef's knife. Again, remember to hold your knife with your finger right up here and your forefinger on the back side and front side, and then get those 3 fingers wrap around it. I don't want to see you doing it like this. I see so many of you out there doing this. It's a no-no. All right, so the safest way to hold a knife is like this. Just pinch it. All right, so we're going to cut this straight down, and I'm going to cut off the tops of these because I don't need those. And we're going to get it in our bag. And again, get your little plastic quart-sized bag, open it up, and throw in your veggies. I think I may have closed it. I think it comes open. All right, so we're going to put all of our veggies in here. Just get the peels and the tops and bottoms that you would have thrown away. And we're going to freeze this. I put the date on it, and we're going to put that over there because I may have some onions to go in there. All right, so we got our carrots ready to go. I'm going to just chop these up into nice sized pieces. It's just 2 carrots, 2 medium-sized carrots. Let's get them all sliced up. There we go. We got our carrots sliced up. Next, I'm going to get garlic. And to get that paper off, we're going to use the back side of the knife. Let me angle you down. I'm not sure if you can see what I'm doing. And you just get the back side of the knife, hit it with the blade facing away from you, and just hit it with the back of your knife, and that peel should really come off very easily. All right. So we got that. We got our garlic. Next, we're going to do our apple. It calls for dried apple, but I use a fresh apple. This is an organic Gala apple, and I'm just going to core out the middle of it. I'm going to leave the skin on here because when it goes in that blender, it's going to puree it up, and the best part of the apple is actually the skin. It has the most nutrition in it. So we're going to get our apple core. I'm going to put it right straight down. There we go. It goes right through. See how it's going all the way through? Like that. You're going to pull it right back out. And hopefully we have no seeds in the middle. You're going to get the back of this one, and you can compost this. You can save it if you want to put it in your soups and stocks. It'll make it a little bit sweeter, so I don't usually do that. And again, we're going to slice up this apple. Now that we got the core out, just slice it into like maybe a couple dices, about the same size a cut as the carrots over there. All right, got it. 1, 2, and I'm going to do 3 here. So almost like the Brady Bunch squares, like a tic-tac-toe square. All right, the next we're going to do is our onion. We're going to use half of the onion. I'm going to just slice the onion right down. And again, you can save this part up here to put in your compost. Now, try not to save the peels because the peels do make the stalk darker. And we're going to slice this right in half. I'm just going to use half this onion. There. The other half, I'll put it in a bowl and save it for another day. So we got our nice little peel, got the peel off, and I'll dice this right. I'll cut this in half into a chunk. All right. Let's see if I can get the peel off of it first. And just peel it right off. All right. So what are you having for dinner tonight? Put it in the comments, and so I can see what you're having. If you're watching on the replay, put in #replay and let us know what you're having for dinner. I'm just going to put this into chunks, into 4 pieces. And that is it. Let me get some, rinse that off. All right, so we got all of our mise en place, which means everything is in its place. We're using water, which I'm going to put this in. We have 2.5 cups of water, and I'm using the Deluxe Cooking Blender over here. We're gonna put in the liquid first, so it gives the blades something to mix up. All right, so you put the liquids in first, and then the dry ingredients. All right, so we're gonna put in 2.5 cups of water. There. We're going to put in 1 tablespoon. It does call for 2 tablespoons, but I'm cutting back to 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. And that is a heaping brown sugar, if I can put that in. All right. Next, we're going to put in our seasonings, which is salt, 1 teaspoon of salt, because remember, we don't have any salt in any of this. And salt is our friend, but too much salt is not good. So 1 teaspoon, 1 flat teaspoon of salt can go in. There, if you want to cut back on that, cut back on it. We're going to use a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you know I like a cinnamon, so I'll do a heaping one on that. All right, there. And we're going to do a 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger. This smells so good. And put that in. And remember, if you want to add it at the end to give it a little more flavor, like, oh, I want more cinnamon, then put more in there. The next we're going to do is we're going to put in our 3 cups of, and it's actually 4 cups of butternut squash. Goes right in. One fell on the floor. No big deal. And then we're going to put in our carrots, 2 medium carrots cut up. There. We're going to put in the garlic, the apples, and onions. Isn't that a colorful looking, that is really pretty color actually, everybody. And then you just put your lid on. Now, I'm going to turn this on. Let me see if I can get my other phone and take a picture of it because it looks really pretty. Of course, my other phone does not, my other phone is not doing very well. All right, so it's not charged up. So anyway, it looks great. So we're going to make sure its lid is on. It's going to go over. You're going to turn it. Now, this is cold side. That's the hot side. It has all these little red marks on it. And we're just going to go over to soups. It's going to heat it up to 212 degrees. That means it cooks the veggies, the raw veggies that are in there. All right, and I think that's all I have in there. All right, and then all I have to do is push press, and dinner's done. That's all I have to do. I don't have to do anything else. Now, at the end, it will say to add in a 1/2 cup of heavy cream. If you don't want heavy cream, you can leave it out, or you can substitute almond milk in there. I will be putting in, to make it a little bit thicker, pea protein, because I'm going to put in 6 scoops of our pea protein. The pea protein is on sale in the month of September for 20% off. And you see me use this in a lot of muffins that I make. All right, so we're going to put that in after it's cooked. All right, so let me say hello to everybody. Hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Today is Tuesday. It's the 21st. Hello, Mike. How are you doing? Hello, Jessica. Howdy, Noel. What you're making for dinner? We're making butternut squash soup, and I have some stock made up for tomorrow. I made my stock this morning using veggie scraps, and we put it in the rock crock. I'm going to flip us over. I'm going to show you what the rock crock looks like. There's our rock crock, and it has our veggies already cooking up in there. I'm going to turn this off now because it is about 5. It was about 7:30 this morning when we put this on. I'm just going to turn this off. And you see the moisture on it? I have not disturbed this whatsoever since I put this on. We're going to turn it off. It's about 10 hours that this has been seeping and just nicely getting all the nutrients out of our scrap veggies. So we're going to take this off. And this is pretty darn hot, y'all. There. All right. And you're going to see how nice and dark. Now I'm going to show you how dark it is right now. But you can see the difference. Like, we just put plain water in here. But you see the golden deliciousness on here? This is going to make a great soup, or you can just drink it the way it is. If you're on a diet, this is perfect for diets because you can drink this down. Just put a little tiny bit of salt, but there's no salt in this whatsoever. I'm going to cool this off. And you can see all the veggies. We have the zucchini in here, the carrots, the onions, the celery. That's all in here. So this is liquid gold. All right. And we made it with veggie scraps. So this cost us absolutely zero. All right. So after that, all right, we have our soup heating up. I have, one more thing over here. I have it when it's going to be cooled off. I will get my chinois, or our strainer, and put it in my the batter bowl and let it chill in the refrigerator, and then we'll see it tomorrow. But that's how I will take it apart once it cools down. I'm not going to do it while it's hot. All right. And then finally, we have dessert tonight. And dessert tonight we made this morning. We made the easy yogurt cake. The recipe's in my VIP group, or if you want to go back and write it out, go right ahead. So this is the yogurt cake, and I already had a little piece of it. But it looks, if it has a texture, it looks like pound cake, and it tastes like angel food cake. But this is so delicious. And I did put little marks in here saying that this is half of the cake and that's a quarter of the cake. So it's about 3 to 4 points for a quarter of the cake. All right, so I already ate a little bit of it. I'll have a little bit more tonight, and I'll take the 3 to 4 points on this. So what is the points on this? The points were for the sugar. I put 3 tablespoons of sugar in here, which was like 9 points. And then it was, I think, 5 points for the cornstarch, if you're on Weight Watchers. And then I didn't take any points because I'm on the purple plan. No points for the eggs or the fat-free yogurt, but this is so good, so good. And if you want, you can add some kind of fruit on this, or you can add in a lemon zest and do it a lemon one. So the sky's the limit on what you want to flavor this to. I did vanilla and almond in it, and I did come back and I changed out my parchment. And you see on the parchment is still very, very moist. You can see it's still got wet on this side here. I'm not sure if you can see the wet, how wet it is from the. You can't see it on there, but it is very, very moist cake. All right. And that is going to be for dinner tonight. All right. So, hey, DDK, how are you doing? You got a new account there? Hey, Russell, thanks for coming in. 10,000 steps already done by 10 o'clock this morning. Mike, got that in. I'm going to turn off this broadcast because my dinner is pretty much done. I don't have to do anything on it. We have our cake there. We have our nice soup, our vegetable stock right on there. And then over on this side, we have our butternut squash soup that's cooking up and yummy in my tummy. When I get back from my walk, my soup will be done. It's going to take about 30 to 40 minutes for this to cook and blend in the blender. And I can get some steps in while I'm doing that. So that's it for today. Thank you for coming in. If you want any of these recipes, please reach out to me over on my VIP group. Here is the link. We also have let me see. We also, I'm trying to type in here. We also have the mystery house party going on, where for every $25 that you order, you get 1 ticket to win the host rewards. All right. So there's a link tree. You can get in there. You can send me an email that way. You can join my VIP. You can join subscribe to my YouTube channel and subscribe to me here on HAPS, HAPPS, where I do my broadcasting and it's shared out over to the Facebook platform, YouTube, and Twitter platform. If you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here for you. And I'm still trying to lose my last 5 pounds. All right. Thanks for coming in, everybody. And I'll see you all next time. Dinner's done at my house. The Deluxe Cooking Blender is cooking my dinner now. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye.